Chequea esto, mira, un sí.
Mira eso, oye, heavy duty. Oye, Carlito, I've been looking all over for you. Sure how figure I find you walking around up here, doing a little memory lane. Let's go. Yeah, mira, Rolando wants to talk to you. Come on, Carlito, get back to the whoa, yo. Why did Chichi have to go? Why ain't he open the door? I know, cause he wasn't only defending himself. Tell Gina you let a real nigga die. Scrape the ooh-ah. That was supposed to be Salazar and that boo drop. 2 stops filled the shoebox. I brought the yayo back. I know when they return, I know where they go at. Now I'm Walberto when it's looking like you lost turbo. You want furlough, fresh home? God works though. Until we die, keep your heart purple. Keep a small circle, know how we ride. Hold it inside, but it's heavy in their hearts. They still lost fake love. Just ask Benny from the Bronx. I'm still spending that old bread that don't stale. I ain't received no mail. My lady don't know Gail. Hell, I keep them on they ballerinas since my last subpoena. It's been great and the grass is greener. Catch a breather. I'll meet you at the pool hall later. Keep it in mind, it ain't as cheap now with due calls paper. We in the grind with the young guys budget. You see the young guys run it. We getting old now. I sometimes love it. Yeah. Whoa, yo. Why did Chichi have to go? Why ain't he open the door? I know, cause he wasn't only defending himself. Tell Gina you let a real nigga die. Scrape the ooh-ah. That was supposed to be Salazar and that boo drop. 2 stops filled the shoebox. I brought the yayo back. I know when they return, I know where they go at. Now I'm Walberto when it's looking like you lost turbo. You want furlough, fresh home? God works though. Until we die, keep your heart purple. Keep a small circle, know how we ride. Hold it inside, but it's heavy in their hearts. They still lost fake love. Just act from the Bronx. I'm still spending that old bread that don't stale. I ain't received no mail. My lady don't know Gail. Hell, I keep them on they ballerinas since my last subpoena. It's been great and the grass is greener. Catch a breather. I'll meet you at the pool hall later. Keep it in mind, it ain't as cheap now with due calls paper. We in the grind with the young guys budget. You see the young guys run it. We getting old now. I sometimes love it. Fuck it. I ain't complaining. I'm just saying. They ain't playing. Remember the sun rain? It's changing. Gotta adapt. Had to say we gotta build an empire from scratch. That's a pick that flies straight, but not if it rats. What's that? Stabbed in the front, shot in the back. Yeah, had to show him this ain't 93. I'm a stand-up guy, no comedy. That's highway robbery. But nowadays, not for me. Peace. Keep it cool, low. You know, here. These young guys. Yeah. Whoa, yo. Why did Chichi have to go? Why ain't he open the door? I know, cause he wasn't only defending himself. Tell Gina you let a real nigga die. Scrape the ooh-ah. That was supposed to be Salazar and that boo drop. 2 stops filled the shoebox. I brought the yayo back. I know when they return, I know where they go at. Now I'm Walberto when it's looking like you lost turbo. You want furlough, fresh home? God works though. Until we die, keep your heart purple. Keep a small circle, know how we ride. Hold it inside, but it's heavy in their hearts. They still lost fake love. Just ask Benny from the Bronx. I'm still spending that old bread that don't stale. I ain't received no mail. My lady don't know Gail. Hell, I keep them on they ballerinas since my last subpoena. It's been great and the grass is greener.
All right, we're getting it started like that. If you know, you know. That's fire right there. I'm a stand-up guy, no comedy. Bars. All right, happy Friday, everyone. April 22nd. This is Live Coffee and Charts on NADEX with yours truly. Volume 67. Wanted to do one more for the week. I think that was Wednesday. The last market observation that I did, which I must say was very good. Content is always great here. Very informative, educational, entertaining. But this is really life-changing stuff going on here. And people, when they run into this information, you hang around long enough, you'll see that that's true. We are observing the markets, specifically the foreign exchange markets. Right now, I'm looking at the Euro USD currency pair, and I'm looking at it on the NADEX platform, which is where we trade a derivative instrument called binary options. This instrument is so powerful because it allows us to use our understanding of the market's movement to capitalize at a very high level with the least amount of stress and just things that can interrupt the way that we're doing what we're doing. What I've found in this industry is that people like to chase money. And I mean, it's not just this industry. I mean, in general, I think that people often chase the bag, so to speak. And in the process of chasing, they run right past it. They just bypass the bag because you can't chase money. You have to put yourself in position for money to come to you. And the same thing applies in trading. So people misconstrue what trading is really all about. They think that it's about finding a strategy and going after the markets. Or we're going to attack the markets. We're going to crush these markets. No. That should not be your mentality at all. Should not be how you're thinking when it comes to the markets. What you should be doing is having respect for the markets and taking the time to actually observe them so that you can learn and understand the movement that the market presents. Why am I always a proponent of market movement and studying and understanding and observing? Why do I always talk about that? Well, because that's what professionals do. Professionals don't chase. They don't put themselves in stressful situations when it comes to trading. They don't have emotions involved. They don't make it personal. Oh, these guys are cheating. They're watching my account. Every time I trade, they make the market do something crazy and they take my money. No. That ain't what's professional about that? That ain't professional at all. You sound like a loser. Nobody told you to take that trade. Nobody told you to even trade on the platform. So why are you crying about what the platform or the broker's doing? Now, don't get me wrong. There are unscrupulous brokers that are out there, or at least in my experience, have been in the past. And unscrupulous in a way where they basically trade against customers. Now, that's not how brokers should do business. And when they are found out that they're doing business that way, typically regulators step in and they take some sort of action. That's the purpose of regulation. I had someone ask me, Why is a regulated platform such a big deal? Well, for that reason specifically. In the US, there's only one regulated platform where you can trade derivatives. It's called NADEX. That's what this platform is. And because it's regulated here in the US, they can't play games. Any company that's regulated has to follow strict guidelines when it comes to doing business here in the US. That's what the regulators do. They make sure that the company is doing good business, right? Now, there are ways to know whether a company is just doing good business in general, even if it's not regulated. One of the first signs is that they actually do what they claim that they do. What do I mean? Well, when you earn profits and you want to go and withdraw your profits, if you place your withdrawal request and the withdrawal comes within the time frame that the company says that it will come in, and they're doing that consistently, and by consistently, I mean every time, not sometimes, not, oh, I didn't get my last one. Man, I wonder what happened. Not that. Any withdrawal request that you put in, you should receive. One of the reasons that a lot of people don't know whether a company pays out or not is because they're not withdrawing no money. I'm about to push somebody's button. You ain't withdrawing no money because you ain't making no money. Oh shit. Is it too much? Might be a little too much for some folks. And I'm not saying that, to poke fun at anyone. I'm just pointing out that that's what it is. Most people don't make money, so they don't even know. You going around asking people, oh, well, do they pay out withdrawals? And have you received any withdrawals? They can't tell you that. They ain't making a withdrawal yet. How they know? They ain't make not one withdrawal yet. Now, they can tell you about deposits. They can tell you about that. Oh, yeah. You deposit your money, it goes right through. I know you know. And it's funny, but it's not funny. What I'm here to do is not make fun of the people that are not making money. I'm here to help y'all. But I want to help you to understand what you should be actually focused on. If you know that you ain't making no money, why do you even care about withdrawals yet? Why do you care? Why do you care about whether they pay out or not? You ain't gonna find out no time soon. I'm just saying. So don't worry about that. You know what you need to focus on? You need to focus on not losing no more. That's what your focus needs to be. Focus on not losing. Because every time that you trade, you might win some money or make some money. And I don't necessarily like saying winning or losing because it kind of just gives the wrong connotation. You're either making money or you're not. You make money by being profitable on your trades, period. So you're either being profitable or you're not. So I know what you're going through. Some trades are profitable, some trades are not, and you don't understand why. You're still trying to figure out why the trade that didn't work. You're still trying to figure that out. Like, damn, what happened on that last one? I did the same thing I did on the last trade. Exactly. Listen to what you're saying. You're saying that you did the same thing you did on the last what? on the last trade. So your focus is trades. That's your first problem. When your focus needs to be the market. Here we go. See, here comes the education that I was talking about a moment ago. I'm not here to just make fun and to make you feel bad about your experiences. I'm really here to help to elevate your understanding so that you get out of the 99% of people that are losing. Because make no mistake about it, the majority of people are not making any money in trading. Period. They're not. And they fall under the category of the herd. See, herd mentality just means that it's the mentality that most people have. But that don't mean it's a good mentality. That doesn't mean it's the right one to have. It's like saying, oh, well, my man told me this. My man said, my friend said this. He told me that this is this or that's that. Well, you're listening to someone that has had that experience. So what else can they tell you? Of course they're going to tell you that. No, I don't trust them guys because they be doing this. So you're going to take the word of your friend who's in the herd. He's amongst the people that have had bad experiences with whatever the thing is. So you can't really listen to him or her. And when I say listen, don't take in the information and then just rule out whatever it is. That's like someone telling you that trading is gambling. Let people keep telling you that. In your mind, you're like, nah, I'm not going to trade because it is like gambling. No, it's not. Not when you understand what you're doing and when you understand what trading actually is. The way that most of y'all are trading, yeah, it is gambling. Because you have no idea what you're doing. And it's like rolling a dice or flipping a coin. So yes, you have made it like gambling. But by itself and or through its essence, it's not gambling. The markets are what they are. The problem is you don't understand what they are. See, you don't know what it is. And how could you know when you haven't studied it? Listen, I want you guys to realize something. Think about scientists for a moment, right? And this is a good analogy right here. Scientists don't know everything. How do scientists find shit out? They take something that they don't know anything about and they start to do what? They start to observe it. They just start watching it. Let's observe. After they observe for a while, then they start to write down the facts that they find out. Okay, through my observation, I've seen that this right here happens 85% of the time. The other 15%, this happens. They start to make actual facts from observation. They didn't know that ahead of time. See, they find that information through observation. So scientists make something scientific by proving it through facts. See? So when someone says it's a scientific fact, what they're saying is that it's been proven. Well, how can you prove something if you don't observe it? So you have to approach this the same way a scientist approaches whatever they are observing at the time. See, they're there to learn about what it is. They don't know what it is yet. They can't tell you nothing. But you give them a few months or a few years, they come back with information. And I don't care what it is. Scientists are right now observing different areas of the planet. You got scientists observing the oceans. You got scientists observing wildlife. You got scientists observing plants. Then you got scientists observing cells, amoebas and shit. How you think they found out what an amoeba was? They didn't know what that shit was before that, but they had to observe. Somebody realized, all right, well, we need to actually look closer at this stuff. Well, how are we going to look closer? We got to make a lens. So somebody invented the microscope. Now shit that you can't see with your natural eye, you put it under the microscope, you see it. And again, look at what I'm saying. You see it. So what are they doing? They're observing it. They're watching it. So regardless of what it is, you have to watch it in order to learn what it is. Why would the market be any different? In fact, the market lets you know that you need to watch it because it does all type of shit. It moves all over the place. It's doing different things at different times. It's doing it to different degrees. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's moving up, sometimes it's moving down. Sometimes it's doing both. Up, down. It's transcendent through time and it's transcendent through space. It actually is moving. That's something that you need to watch. See? But what do? You go out and you Google strategy for binary options. And you start pulling up all of these strategies and all of these different people that are basically trying to sell you something that don't work. Someone told me the other day, hey, there's free strategies that I can use. Well, go ahead and use it. Ain't nobody stopping you from using a free strategy. But typically stuff is free for a reason. You know why it's free? Because it doesn't work. Uh-oh. Did he say that? Listen to what I'm saying. If someone is just giving you information about something, typically it doesn't work. Because if it did, they wouldn't tell you about it. Why the hell would I tell you about something that works? I could just use it myself. You see? But you know what's so crazy? Is that even if it was free, what did work, people still wouldn't do it. Uh-oh. You know why you wouldn't do it? Because your mindset is fucked up. Oh boy, here he goes. Here he goes. So without the right mindset, even something that does work, you still won't do. You'll mess it up. Because you're going to take your greedy ass and you're going to try to make a whole bunch of money and do it faster. Oh, I could do this. Oh, man. Well, if I can get 2 trades, I can get 4. I could do 4 a day. Well, why you want to do 4 a day? I'm saying. You didn't answer the question. Why you want to do 4 a day? Why do you have to do more? Why you can't just chill and just let it work and not be greedy? And then what happens is now you're trying to do more and you mess around and then you're not doing what it is no more because you're doing something extra because you're being greedy. Again, your mindset is messed up. So with the wrong mindset, you'll take shit that works and fuck it up. Oh boy. I don't even know how I got to talking about this, but it's definitely for somebody. With the wrong mindset, you'll take what works and you'll mess it up. You will mess it up. So basically, to make a long story short, it takes observation of the market to actually learn about the market. And the reason that that's important is because by you understanding the market, you'll be able to utilize trading to be profitable for you. Does that make sense? See, you can't be profitable in the market without the market. Whoa. That's a hard one. Man, I wonder what he means by that. You're trying to trade without the market. Think about what I'm saying. When someone buys a strategy, what are they doing? They're trying to use something in the market that's not the market. That strategy now is not based on the market. That strategy is based on you entering the market based on something else. Am I right? Well, when do you enter? Well, what you do is you wait for two of the same colored candles to cross over the 50 moving average. And when the price crosses over the 50, then you verify and you get confirmation by going up into a higher time frame. If your 1 hour direction matches that direction, then you take the trade. This is how strategies be. What you do is you wait until the market hits the daily pivot. If it hits the weekly pivot, it's an even stronger signal. What are we talking about? See, and after a while, it starts to not make that much sense, because it's like, damn, you keep adding on stuff for more and more confirmation, but you're adding on stuff to confirm something that the market's doing now, but the market is doing whatever it's doing now on its own. It's not doing that based on what it did before. It's doing it based on what it wants to do now. So you have to remain in the now. You can't focus on what the market was doing and then utilize to try to predict what now is going to become. I told you. See, when you come around here, you get educated. This is high-level education for people who want to trade and be profitable. If you just listen. Stop thinking that you know everything. Humble yourself. Act like you don't know anything. And just listen. I'm giving you stuff that works. Well, Mark, how many trades should I get if I use your training? See, you already off on the wrong foot. You worrying about how many trades. So you can calculate how much you're going to make in your mind, right? Don't worry about that. I've told people to not worry about trades at all. Focus on the process. Start with observation. Learn how to watch the market and see what the market's doing. See if you can figure out why the market is doing what it's doing right now. See if you can identify what it's doing. Just like right now. Just looking at this. I can just look at this chart right now, and I can see that the market's not fast and the market's not slow. And where does that leave us? It leaves us in the gray area. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there's really nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Now, what happens when the market slows down more? Well, then I know what to look for next. Well, what happens if the market speeds up more? I'll know what to look for next. But what does it start with? It starts with slower or faster. So there has to be something that the market is doing to move it outside of the gray area, because the gray area is where you get slapped. See, the gray area is where all of the tricky shit happens. You know, the stuff that fucks up your trade and makes you blame everybody for losing that trade. I don't know what happened. I did the same thing I did last time. I'm doing it according to the rules. Yeah, but you're not doing it according to the market. Oh boy. See, if you were paying attention to what the market was telling you at the time, the market was letting you know it's in the gray area. So don't do nothing yet. Don't even look at trades yet. But because you don't know how to interpret the market's movement, you wouldn't know that. Now, would you? You see how that works? So anyway, let me come over to the comments real quick, because we don't got that much time today. I came on just for this last hour of observation. Yeah, this. They watching my account, man. They are watching my account. Yep, that's what they be saying. JG, would you say NADEX is a better platform than the other one that starts with the Q? Oh, I mean, we could say the name, QuoteX. I would not say either one is better. What I would say is that each one is different and serves its own purpose. I think that they're both great. Now, I've spoken on facts about each platform. NADEX is regulated in the US, QuoteX is not. It's an unregulated offshore platform that we honestly don't know that much about. But you take the information that you do know and then you make your decision as to whether you want to do business with them or not. That's your decision. The same way that you take the information about NADEX and you make your decision as to whether you want to do business or not. It's up to you to decide. Do you want to share your information with these people? Do you want to, like, you have to understand when you're doing business, you're sharing your information, right? You're connecting your account outside of the platform to the platform. You know, on NADEX, I have NADEX connected to my checking account at my bank. They have all of my information, address. They send me the 1099 at the end of the year. So they're following the rules of KYC, which is know your customer. So they have to have all of your valid information so that you are verified and you are who you say that you are. And this is all for legal purposes, right? This is how we do business with NADEX. Now, that's up to you to decide if you are willing to share all of your information with them, because you are going to share your information with them if you want to trade here, period, right? Now, with the unregulated offshore platform, they ask for your information also, and they verify your identity because the same rules apply. Now, again, we don't know as much about them as we do about NADEX. We know where NADEX physically is located. They're in Chicago. I believe that QuoteX, their principal office is somewhere in Seychelles. I forgot how you pronounce that name, but I think it's somewhere off the coast of Africa somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all can look into that. Forgot where it is. Yeah, it's a country in East Africa. So that's where they are claiming that they're located. Are they located there? I don't know. I have no idea. But being that I don't know that, I have to utilize what I do know about them, right? The only way that you're going to find out about something is if you go further. So I registered, opened up an account, and started to do business. Made a deposit, traded, made profit, and I've been withdrawing profits ever since. So basically, in general, if some company or someone that you're doing business with does not fulfill their promise or fulfill their obligation to you, then that is what makes it sketchy and makes it a problem. You understand? So you individually, you're making your decision based on whatever information that you do have. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, they're wonderful. Go ahead and open up an account. I'm not telling nobody to open up an account anywhere. I'm not telling you to open an account on NADEX. You understand? I'm not telling you to do anything. All I do is share information about what I'm doing. That's all I can do. You see what I'm doing. So then you can make your decision based on what you see me actually experiencing by doing business with these platforms. So that's why when people ask me about it, I always give the same, response. I'm like, first of all, we're all trading at our own risk. We're all doing business at our own risk. And like I said on the live the other night, I really don't give a shit what platform you use. It don't matter if you ain't got no skill anyway. Who Who gives a shit if somebody try to take your little $50 or $100 deposit if you don't know how to trade? Who cares? Who cares? See, a bigger problem is that you're trading on a platform and you don't know how to make no money. That's the real issue. That's the real risk. So this is why you need to learn first. See, and this is another thing too. People try to treat this like it's some type of passive income thing or some type of get rich quick thing, and it's not. Trading is an actual profession, but folks don't treat it like that. They don't have respect for trading. They don't have respect for our industry. But you keep watching me, you're going to learn how to have some damn respect. First thing you're going to do is learn how to respect the market. That's the first thing. Next thing you're going to do is get some skill. Because guess what will happen if you don't? You're going to lose your money. Point blank, period. That's it. You're going to lose your money. So what else really is there to talk about? So I like when people ask these questions and I can respond like this because I'm going to tell you the facts and I'm always going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. You understand? I have to tell. It's just like me trying to mislead somebody into doing something. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Just make a deposit and and just trust me. I'm not telling you to do shit. I ain't tell you to make no deposit. I ain't tell you to open an account. Now, if you ask me how to do it, I'll tell you how I did it. And I'll send you to their website. Yeah, you want to open an account? Go to the website. You want to find out some information? Email them. Call them. People be telling me, oh, do you know their employer ID number? Listen, I don't know none of that. What you asking me that for? I don't work for the IRS. It's like asking somebody, hey, do you know his blood type? Like, really? Come on, man. Some people get ridiculous with the questions. But in general, like I'm saying, always do your due diligence and then you make your decision from there. But as far as in your mind thinking that one thing is better than the other, I don't do that. What I do is I just do business with whoever I feel is credible and legitimate. And I make that determination based on the information that I collect. So again, if a company is doing good business, they're verifying your information, opening up your account, you make your deposit, your deposit is credited to your account. You earn profits and you withdraw. Your withdrawals are credited to your bank account or whatever method that you're using. If everything is working and flowing the way that it should, I don't have no issues because whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. It ain't going to happen because of me. You understand? It's just like, oh, well, how long do you think they'll be in business? I have no idea. People have been asking me that about NADEX for years. I'm like, well, NADEX is here. So why are you worrying about that? You don't know how long any company's going to be around for. But I tell you what, if they're doing good business, they will ensure for themselves that they'll be around for the long term. And that has been the case with NADEX. And hopefully, God willing, that'll be the case with QuoteX and any other platform that comes along. In our industry, I don't want to see platforms come and go. I don't want to see businesses fail. Because all of these platforms give us opportunity as traders. I want them all to succeed. I want them all to do good business. And I want them all to provide us with opportunity to trade. But again, none of that shit matters if you ain't got no skill, though. If you can't make no money, it don't matter anyway. So just take that into consideration and then go from there. That was good. Not that. Yeah, that was good. Yep, that was good. RO, lack of financial literacy also makes people think that trading is gambling. The fact that it involves money throws them off. Everything in life can be compared to trading. Money just isn't the medium. Yes. Right, for the other scenarios, exactly. Yep, scared money don't make no money. That's a fact. Yes, indeed. No, not at all. Yeah, Rant Man done stepped into the building. Right, not enough to watch your account, right? Oh, man. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Shani says, finding your personal rhythm while exercising skill is a skill set within itself. That's a fact. That is a fact. Oh, that's hard. My blood type is 1 and O positive.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Come on, Mel, let's go. Oh, shit. Melody coming here talking her shit. She said, my blood type is 1 and O positive. Yes. Ooh, look at Stacy. A lot of bass are not around, and I don't see people questioning. Oh, man. Yeah, no doubt. Man, oh, man. Yeah, so, I mean, that's what it is. And the one thing that I always bring up is having someone someone who is selfless and is willing to share information. That's what I represent. As well as I do in trading, as successful as I am just in general, I'm not obligated to share nothing with nobody. I don't got to tell nobody anything. I don't got to share information. I don't got to make videos. I don't got to do lives. I don't have to do none of this. But I believe that by me doing this, it allows me to continuously evolve in perpetuity. And it elevates me because I'm sharing. See, it's kind of like you create abundance by being abundant with what you have. You got to treat it as if it's something that ain't never going to run out. It's like the opposite of the scarcity mindset. People like to hold on to something and not share it with nobody because they feel like, oh, now if I share this with everybody, it's going to take away from mine. No, it's actually going to be the opposite. The more that you share it, the more that you'll have. That's a law in nature. The more that you share, the more that you have. See? Because you have to realize that just in general, it's human nature for someone to actually, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess covet. People covet when they feel that you're not willing to share shit. That's when somebody want to steal something from you. But if you share it, they can't steal it. That's hard. Just think about that for a minute. And see, the reason I'm talking like that is because if you have an abundance of something, then that means you have more than enough for yourself. And if you have more than enough for yourself, you should share. And by you sharing, it actually produces more for you. This is just how it works. And I'm living proof of that. The more I've shared information, the more successful I've been in trading. My own understanding of the market has elevated because I share the information with everybody else. And now I share the information more than ever. When I do these live streams, I damn near do a training each time. So it's like you getting the information for free. But there's still levels to it. And that's why when you actually get into the training, you see the elevated level of what I share with you here. And that's the purpose of the training, so that you have skin in the game. Because if somebody just keeps giving you free shit, you don't appreciate the same way as if you pay for it. That's human nature also. When you pay for something, you put more value on it. And you treat it with more respect. And that's how it should be. If you don't pay for something, you know how folks get. They don't pay for nothing. They don't care about it. I was free. Or I ain't have to pay for it. See, that's your problem. And the longer that you stay like that, the broker you get. Just is what it is. It is what it is. So Mark, you mastered the simplicity and mastered the art of observation. Oh, the art of simplicity and the art of observation. I'm personally striving for the same. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The more seeds you put in the ground, the more fruit you will have later. Exactly. Exactly. That and that's a good analogy to use, because the person might be thinking, damn, I don't want to plant all these seeds. I want to save some. And then they'll try to save the majority of the seeds, not understanding that by you planting more seeds, you produce more trees that produce more fruit to get more seeds later. So not only do you increase the fruit, but you increase and you multiply the seeds because the seeds are in the fruit. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yep, but that's the way all of this works, man. That is the way this all works. Yep. So just from the little bit of time that we've been on here for, basically had one instance of horizontal right here in this area. Prior to that, there was nothing going on. This is all gray area. I'm not seeing that this was even momentum. You had a few big candles, but you didn't have momentum, and you didn't have any other instances of horizontal either. So, and this is going back to like 1 o'clock. So just in general, not that much going on. Throughout the week, though, I did see multiple opportunities for both horizontal and for vertical. And, you know, that's another thing about observation. When you just observe and, you know, like you do the quick glance, and everyone who's in training knows what I'm referring to. When you do the quick glance, it allows you to have like your time really to yourself, because you're only coming back to the charts to look at 1:30 with 1:30 left on the clock. You take a look and you see what's going on, and you'll be able to see exactly what's happening at that time. And if nothing is happening, you just go on and go on about your business. So you're really only coming back to glance, you know, for a few seconds or so, and you'll know right away whether there will be any opportunity based on what the market's doing at the time. And what you're doing is you're primarily looking at what the behavior is. You're looking at what the environment that you're in is, and then you're going from there. It's not that you're looking to see if there's a trade. You're looking to see if the market is setting up in the right environment with the right behavior for a trade. And if it's not, it's next. And if it's starting to, then you know what to do next. You know what to look for next. And once the layers of stability come into plain view, you'll know what that looks like. And then if the trade comes, you'll know what that looks like. So when I said that I saw multiple opportunities, that's what I'm referring to. The opportunities were actual trades that set up in the right environment with the right behavior. And I saw that multiple times throughout the week. Multiple times. So people, they often ask me about that. Were there trades this week? How many trades were there this week? There's trades every week. There are trades every week. And the thing about the NADEX platform that I love is that you don't need a lot of trades to make this platform work for you. You really just need to be consistent when you do trade. That's it. Be consistent when you trade. Take your time, do your observation the right way, and wait for the market to present the right environment and behavior, and then wait for that trade to come. And when that trade comes, you'll know the outcome of that trade because you waited for the environment and the behavior first. See, it's literally that simple. So every time that you follow that, you'll end up being in a trade that's going to win or going to be profitable, I should say. And just rinse and repeat that week in, week out, week in, week out. Don't do nothing else. You don't have to deviate from anything that we're doing. You see? Are you intentional with how you allocate time between the two platforms or not? I don't really, there's no difference really. Like I still spend the same amount of time on NADEX. So I'm able to do both. But I'm not, I guess I'm not normal. I would say I'm not the average person. So I'm able to do that without being distracted and without being off focus with either one. What helps me a lot is the fact that with NADEX, I can do the quick glance. So I can quick glance with NADEX and still, do what I'm doing on the other platform. Kind of at the same time. Would I recommend that you do that? No. I would recommend that you break up your time and actually allocate your time the way that you're asking. Because I know that that's what you were asking me. Like, do I have a separate time to do just the other platform and then I have a separate time to do NADEX? I don't have to do that. But what I often find myself doing is sticking to one at a time. And it's not like I mean to do that. But usually, for example, like if I'm observing on NADEX, if I end up being in a trade, that'll be it really, and I won't trade again. So it's not like I'm going to be observing again to try to see if I can get into another trade. Does that make sense? And on the other platform, because of how the platform is set up, we are able to trade way more often. But like I said, that's why each platform is unique, because you don't have to trade that often on NADEX to make the amount of money that you want to make. It's just a matter of being consistent and scaling up. So as long as, you're able to do that, you'll be very successful on NADEX. And you just need to apply the process that you learn, which is what we use. So yeah, I mean, and I would say to just be intentional with what it is that you actually want to do. And then you'll know how to allocate your time accordingly. But it's like one thing should not affect the other. I find myself having a lot a lot of time being on NADEX because of the quick glance. So it's almost as if I'm not even really doing anything. Quick glance, I take a look, go do something else. Take a look, go do something. Like I'm watching movies and doing all type of stuff while I'm observing the market. I typically don't do that when I go to the other platform. Once I'm on the other platform, once I meet my goal for the day, that's it. I log off. I log right out. So same principles, but like I said, there are way more trades that are going to be available with the other platform because of how the platform is set up. So it's it's a different dynamic than it is on NADEX, but the principles are the same. It's kind of like how even on NADEX anytime I'm like, did you get a trade? Yeah, I got a trade. Log out. It's the same principle. Like once you have met your goal, you should log out. Period. And I'm like, log out for the rest of the week. Like if you got a trade this week, just log out. Log back in next week. What that does for you, it kind of just frees up your time and it makes you appreciate your time much more. And it just removes the pressure. There's a mental pressure that people put on themselves that they don't have to. And it really comes from thinking, oh, well, I can get another one. No. You don't need more than one. You really don't. So that's why on NADEX, when you guys tell me, I had a trade, all right, well, log out. That's it. Log out. Yep. Secret to overcoming lack is to let go of what you have. Yep. The more you share, the more stronger the framework becomes the more you share, the more stronger the framework becomes. More problems in the group just creates more solutions to build the framework even better. That's why TA keeps evolving. Yes. 100%. Nah, I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. As you should. As you should. Crypto. And you base the crypto in USD. So you basically go through your crypto exchange, whatever you use for crypto. Like I use Coinbase. I would say Coinbase is probably the best option that you can use. I like Coinbase because Coinbase is a US based platform. So I'm very confident, that everything will be orderly there. They do a lot of verification. So sometimes they'll tell you to verify just because you're sending more and you got to verify, take a selfie, send your ID. You got to do all of that over again, because you did something like send more or I don't know. It's just certain things that if you do, they're like, all right, verify that it's you doing this. Like I forgot what it was. I think it was I was trying to transfer money out of the account. And this is because I had not been making withdrawals out of Coinbase for a long time. Because I basically buy Bitcoin. Like I don't do nothing else with it. I just buy it. So they're used to seeing me just make purchases for Bitcoin. But they're not used to seeing me make a withdrawal. So when I started on this platform, I started making these big ass withdrawals, and they like, hold up, who's this? So they sent me through the verification process. It was like, all right, you got to verify before you receive this. Before you make a withdrawal, verify that you are who you say you are, and you got to send your ID, send your selfie, and all of that. So I like that because they are just making sure that it's you and it ain't somebody else trying to do something crazy in your account. So for that reason, I would suggest that you use Coinbase. Coinbase is a great option, but you don't have to. Just in general, if you have your crypto wallet and you have your crypto exchange that you use, just exchange your money for the Bitcoin or do the transaction through your exchange. I'm not sure how to actually do it that way because I don't do it that way. I use Coinbase. So they actually have an option for Coinbase when you make your initial deposit, but they got other options in there also. But I'm gonna do a FAQ, not a F, yeah, well, I guess Q&A rather, for QuoteX. What's this? The 22nd? I would say before the first of May, I'll be doing a Q&A live for QuoteX, so you guys can ask questions on that, and they'll be documented on the video. So the same questions that y'all are asking now, save these questions, and when I do the live Q&A, I want them to be on there also. So just write them down and save them so that they can be on that one video, so I can send people to that video, just to answer questions in general. All right. Absolutely. Wholehearted. Yep. Wholehearted. Yes, don't be greedy. Exactly right. Exactamundo. Why does this do this? It doesn't let me see these. Right. Yes, the Q&A. I'm doing this because I can't see these comments in my box over here. When is the QuoteX course dropping? I don't know exactly when, but I'm shooting for May. What's funny? It's so funny. Everybody keep asking me that. I don't have nothing set up yet. All I've been doing is just recording my trading and just throwing them out there just so that I have it documented, because I like to have documentation. So I wanted to just have some actual recordings of trades that I'm doing documented. So that's why I've been putting out these videos primarily, just so that they're there, because on my computer, I lose so many of the recordings. Like I lost literally 50 recordings. I had 50 trades recorded and I lost all of them. I'm like, yo, this computer right here, it's kind of time for a new one, but y'all know how I do. I'm not getting rid of it until it just don't work no more. As long as this shit is working, I'm gonna keep using it. Yeah, so I have a lot of files on the computer, so I do be losing these videos. So that's why I just started putting them out there when I'm kind of recording them, like as I'm doing them. Yeah, but I'm looking towards May. Yep, looking towards May. At the play level where theoretically QuoteX's income and NADEX can be growth. Yeah, however you want to look at it. To me, I'm just basically utilizing what's available out here in these trading streets to be profitable and to produce income. Yep. That's more so or like the way that I'm seeing it. Because one thing that I've done throughout my career in trading is I've always been open to look into other things, not that are different outside of trading, but within the trading world. Like I always keep my ear to the street, so to speak. So I kind of always know what's going on, but I don't really care that much until I actually go and dive into it. Like people have been asking me about these offshore brokers for years. And, a few of them have come, gone. Some of them have been around now for years. Pocket option, I think, is one that's been around for a few years now. QuoteX is fairly new, I believe, but I like the way that the QuoteX interface is set up and the functionality and everything is set up. Also, they actually contacted me from QuoteX, but I speak on that another time. And it was very interesting. I had some very interesting conversations with them. Like I kind of was digging in and asking them questions and finding out more information. And it just showed me that they actually have even more legitimacy to them than people think. So the fact that they know, like how long have I been putting out QuoteX videos? Not long, right? About a week or two. They hit me after I put the second video out. They was in my inbox. And, the fact that they reached out that fast, it just kind of lets me know that they are aware of everything going on with their company, with their organization. So that was good. That was good for me to have that experience, because it just helped me to feel more confident in the fact that I'm doing business with them. So yeah, I mean, things are good, man. It's coming before the first, of May. Ski mask level. Shawty is crazy. Been trading binaries on NADEX. I'd never traded binaries outside of NADEX until QuoteX. Just so people understand, NADEX was the first platform that I used to trade binaries with, and that was 2017. But my experience in trading overall goes back 30 years. I'll be 44 this year, and I've been in the industry since I was 14. Really, since I was 12, but 14 was the age when I started using my sister's social security number to open up accounts and shit like that, because I was too young to do it in my own name. So I had her open up accounts for me that she didn't even know that she opened for me. So basically, I was just using her information to do it, but it was all good. Yep, it was all good. So yeah, my experience goes kind of far back. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. They want my algorithm. Like, let me look in that account, bro. Oh, 5 years traded? Nice. Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I talk like this, because it's not like I was making videos for 30 years. I only been making these videos since what, 2016, 2017, something like that. So people only know about me from 2017. That's all they have to go by as far as me. That's back like when I was doing videos of Starbucks and stuff like that, and videos in the car and stuff like that. So that's their first introduction to me. They think that that's when I started. Damn, I don't know what happened. This is what I'm talking about with this old ass computer. The browser just shut off. Like literally, the browser just closed with all my windows. Crazy. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 2017. Yep. Starbucks. Yes, indeed. The primary, well, the reason I even looked at QuoteX is because someone I know who trades, they kept sending me, showing me their withdrawals. And I'm like, why do you keep sending me this? And he just kept telling me, yo, I know that you love NADEX, and I know that you're focused on doing what you're doing over there, but this is something that has been working for me, and these are my withdrawals. And I was like, all right, man, I'll take a look. So then I went and took a look, and I like what I saw. And also, this buddy of mine, he lives here in the U.S. So he kind of was telling me, a lot of these companies are expanding their operations to U.S. based customers. Now, there was, I think that there's some type of, I don't know what it's called, but it has to do with the Dodd-Frank, where I think that there was some type of a law where offshore brokers could not solicit U.S. based customers, and I think that is not there anymore, something like that. Hold on a second. Yeah, I forgot what was I just saying? Yeah, so there was a law, I believe, for outside or any company that wasn't regulated in the US, they were not allowed to solicit here in the US. Jesus. These kids, man. So damn, what the hell was I just saying? I forgot what I was saying specifically. But just in general, as time has gone by, with the introduction of crypto and stuff like that, because I know that's another thing that had a lot to do with it. The fact that through the banking system, that's what made it an issue a lot of times, like money laundering and stuff like that. There has been those type of concerns with regards to international companies and the U.S. So to avoid that, they would frown upon U.S. customers doing business outside of the U.S. So I know that has a lot to do with it. So a lot of that is being bypassed now because of crypto. Crypto you can use anywhere in the world, and this is a good thing. See, a lot of times people don't understand how things of one thing affects something else. So crypto is not a bad thing at all. It's breaking through the walls between countries and just in general. Like it's presenting opportunities for a lot of people, even in other countries, to be able to do certain things. I know that for example, the people in Ukraine, there was a guy that was, I think he was slowly putting his money like into Bitcoin from, I guess whatever their currency is. He was putting his money into Bitcoin, his savings. And when they had to relocate because of what's going on over there now with Russia, he had access to his money. So they could not stop that. You understand? He needed that money. Wherever he was going to end up at, he needed money. And he had it because of crypto. So just situations like that, like things of that nature, that's big. Where you know, something goes on that's crazy and you have cryptocurrency instead of the actual currency itself because of something going on in that country that affected the currency, that either, you know, maybe debased it and made it less valuable, whatever the situation is. Crypto allowed you to store your value. So you see what I'm saying? So crypto has opened up a huge opportunity for people globally. It's not just about, you know, the US and US dollars and just one currency, and it's about everyone having access to value, to money. That's what crypto has created an opportunity for. So I love everything that's happening with crypto. I love the fact that you can actually use crypto like that. Like you literally can just have it there just to store money, just to store your money. So if something does go on in the currency that is for your country, for where you live, or whatever the case may be, you got your crypto as a backup in the event of something happening that would affect the value of your dollars. That's crazy. That's crazy. So there's a lot of smart things that we're in position to do. It's not just about crypto trading and trading this and trading that and doing this and doing that. You really have to look into what these things are. You know, just like with the blockchain. Blockchain is powerful. The blockchain is going to change everything. Blockchain is going to change everything. And that's where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin operates through the blockchain. Cryptocurrency, it all operates through the blockchain. So it's important to just become educated and to raise your level of awareness of what's going on. Don't just stay in a little box and just, you know, keep an old school mind frame like, oh no, I ain't messing with none of that. When you do that, you limit yourself. And this is one of the reasons why I actually looked into this other platform. Just, you know, I'm just speaking from my own experience because you know I haven't done anything with any other platform for years. And also another thing, I've never spoken badly about any platform or any company. I might have made jokes and stuff like that, but you've never heard me say anything bad about companies in general. Like I never tell you to do or to not do. What I discuss and what I talk about is facts. That's it. Just like when I make reference to NADEX, I know what NADEX is. I know what NADEX offers. I know, you know, they're regulated. They're located in Chicago. We get a 1099, and you understand what I'm saying? I know these facts about the company and about the organization, and all of that is great. But none of that means nothing to me if I can't make money on the platform. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything if I'm not profitable on the platform. Who cares? Nobody give a shit that you know who the president of NADEX is. If you ain't making no money, why do you care? You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the point that I'm making. That's the point. They seize $1 billion from what site? And these things that you guys are posting, the websites for these companies you can go to, and you can see all the information for yourself. And like I said, you make your own decisions based on the information that you are seeing for yourself. So me telling you what I'm doing is not telling you to do anything. Me telling you what I'm doing is just me sharing my own personal experience with what it is that I decided to do. Coinbase 1099, I believe. I don't know if it's a 1099 that you receive, because that you'll get a 1099 on Coinbase Commerce, I believe, if you trade. But on Coinbase, what you receive, there's a printout. It shows you how much you actually earned in profits, and then you use that for your taxes. Like on your taxes, when you do your taxes now, they ask you if you actually bought or sold crypto. It might ask you if you sold crypto, actually. And if you did, because when you sell crypto, that's a taxable event, assuming that you earned a profit on the sale. So they collect all of that information, and then they give you, it's one number. So whatever that number is, that's how much you actually earned from trading your crypto. So if you sold crypto and you earned a profit on the sale, that number will be included in whatever that last number is, that final number is that they give you. I forgot what it was. I did it a few weeks ago when I was starting to look at my taxes. But yeah, you can look on their website. They give you all information about it. But yeah, that's a good question. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. What it is with crypto is like everyone can see the transactions. See, on the blockchain, you can see and keep track of everything that happens. So you know what's happening. What is the issue that they don't like is that it's anonymous. And it's only anonymous to a degree because they know what wallets belong to individuals or to to companies or businesses. They know a lot more than they say that they know anyway. They know everything that's going on. Yeah, this is posted on their website. Yep. So yeah, so y'all take your time, go to these websites. If you got questions about the specific things going on with these sites, I recommend that you go directly to the website and collect the information for yourself and then make your decisions based on that. Yep. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something just now. Oh, yeah, and like I said, I've been in communication with some of the folks from over there, and I'll continue to communicate with them and ask them different questions, just to get more information, just for myself in general. And if it's information that I feel will be valuable to you guys, I'll share it. But I would suggest that you guys send the emails, contact them directly yourself, whatever it is that you need to do your own due diligence. I don't think that you should make any decision based on just somebody on the internet telling you that something is valid or not valid. That's like me saying, "Oh no, don't open an account there because it's offshore." I'm not going to say that, because what does that have to do with whatever your decision would be for choosing to do business with them or not? Like you understand what I'm saying? The same way I'm not going to say, "Oh, they're great. Yeah, open an account." I'm not going to say either one. The only thing that I can do is the same thing that you're doing. Do your own research and your own due diligence, and then go from there. That's it. Yep. Yeah, and I mean, you do everything at your own discretion. Like that. Like, this is the main point that I'm making. it's not just a specific thing to one platform or to one company that has a platform. You should be like that with everybody. All of them. And more importantly, learn how to understand the market. Because if you don't learn how to understand the market, it ain't gonna matter anyway. Nobody gonna care if a company comes or goes if you ain't make no money there anyway. Who cares? Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's Don DeMarco right there.
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
That's all that should matter. And yes, I agree with this also. Yep. Yeah, you want to make one deposit and you want to elevate your skill and multiply your deposit and then make withdrawals. Absolutely. And not just from the unregulated, from everybody. See, I see. So, all right. This is the thing that I'm trying to help people to stop doing. I don't want you guys to think that just because a platform is regulated that it's better. Uh-oh. Well, Mark, are you saying that these other platforms are better than NADEX? No. Well, are you saying that NADEX is better than these other platforms? No. What I'm saying is don't judge based on regulated or unregulated. It's better, in my opinion, that you judge based on the dynamics of what we do business with. All right, let me put it like this. When we trade, we're doing business. You choose a platform to trade on, you make a deposit, you trade, you earn profits, and you want to withdraw your profits. Biggest question, can you withdraw your profits? Yes? All right. But let's go further. Can you be profitable in the first place? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So prioritize what your concerns are. Your first concern should be being profitable. Your next concern is being able to withdraw the profits.
I'm focused, man.
Hello? Am I speaking the truth? Come on now. Come on now. Can you be profitable? That's the first question. Once you are you able to receive your withdrawals? If it's yes and yes, go for it. This is it all day. Skill is bigger than the regulation of the broker. Bingo. All right. So this was good, man. This was a good way to close out the Friday. This was a good way to close out the live. Excellent questions. So again, listen, y'all save these questions for the Q&A that I do for QuoteX. All right, so you'll write them down and you'll make sure that you'll come back on that live and we'll just go through it again so that it'll be recorded there. All right. Oh yeah, NADEX, listen. See, this is why I keep saying what I'm saying. I'm not going to show bias towards anything other than skill. Uh-oh. My bias is towards the skill set. Because the skill set is the asset.
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
And on that note, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all. You know what it is. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. So this is Coffee and Charts episode volume 67. I'll see y'all on the next one. Live Q&A for QuoteX coming soon.
Dom DeMarco, Dom DeMarco,